You know what, Smitty, tonight we have two teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Stay within the offense, in other words.
Yep,
right?
Stay within the offense.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Out of bounds.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Not the biggest of players out there, Kyle Lowry, but he has no problem seeing through the defense on that pick and roll.
Paul, no one around him. Misses the jumper.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. The second youngest player in the NBA last season, Jaren Jackson Jr. with an immediate impact. The sky is the limit for this young man.
And the fourth pick in the 2018 draft, Jaren Jackson Jr. with Smitty, tremendous potential.
You know what, Kevin? He's a unicorn. He makes threes, he blocks shots, and he defends out to the three-point line. An ideal modern big man. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
On the wing, Cephalosha buries it from three-point range.
And watching Chris distribute the basketball, you can see he has a sixth sense for where to go.
He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Poke loose. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. To the inside. Booker. It's tipped. Fires the three. Paul's shot is off. Here's the Raptors with the ball. The drive by Booker. Good D by Barnes.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Drummond. And it's Paul, top the key. Offline from the top of the key.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long. They're smart and they're experienced.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. We can talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations, they are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Lowry's shot is good.
A threat from anywhere on the floor. Lowry does it with skill, and he does it with toughness.
Toronto trailing. Back to Booker. Siakam outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 11 feet away. That shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Paul. And he makes good on the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
Back to Barnes. From deep three-point range. Oklahoma City gets it back. And stolen by Booker. Now the Raptors moving it up. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot two at the line. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for Toronto.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Drummond. Good D by Siakam.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now here is Lowry. He has 5. 5 to shoot. There's Green with the 3. Thunder with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Booker outside. And here's Green outside. Good on the triple. Green's got 5.
Over his career, JaMychal Green has steadily worked on the perimeter jump shot. You have to respect his range from the outside.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And so he hits the technical free throw. To the middle. Back to Rozier. Pass to McLemore. Offensive rebound. Here's Chandler. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Thunder lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Now here's Joseph. Pass to Isaac. And here's Len. From deep. Here's Connaughton. Jones with it. Rozier defending. Joseph with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Joseph. That ties the game. Connaughton's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Toronto.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Here's Joseph after the basket by Tyler Ulis. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. For 3, Harris. Here's Chandler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. A proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Connaughton. And a miss there on the triple. McLemore, no good. Raptors with the lead. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Joseph. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. A fader. And again, Toronto no up.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
The Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Cephalosha. Fires from deep. And it's Paul missing. .131 left here in the second. Here's Siakam. Bangs home the trifecta. Siakam's got 5.
He is so versatile on the offensive end. Siakam's become reliable in catch and shoot, and that just makes him all the more valuable.
Here's Paul. He's got 7. Bobbed up there for Drummond.
Already a double-double machine, Drummond. With a little bit better offense, he could start putting up mad 20-20 lines.
Siakam outside. Back to Lowry. Out to the wing. Takes a 3. Siakam misses. The Thunder with the lead. And it's Paul penetrating. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. Booker, right side. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Clock at 6. Outside for Lowry. Fires from the corner. Thunder with the rebound.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Back to Booker. Left side Lowry. Now Booker covered by Barnes. And nothing is falling for him right now. A big time effort for... And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The Thunder leading by 9. Down low. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Cephalosha has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Cephalosha's got the first bucket of the third here for Oklahoma City. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Over to the wing. Hernan Gomez in the corner. And Lowry has it in the corner. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And the rejection by Jackson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one's good. Barnes.
He smiles on these catch-and-shoot opportunities. Barnes very comfortable as a secondary scorer.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Good work there as it goes.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The 3 from Cephalosha.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Raptors trail by 10. Pass to Booker. Back to Lowry. Now Booker over Drummond.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Booker.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Paul can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Booker with no one around. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
For the Thunder.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Back to Booker. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Chandler with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And there's a whistle that goes on Hernangomez. That's his first foul. Rozier with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. They swipe it. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Connaughton. Shot clock reset for Toronto. And the 3 off target.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Over to the left wing. Good on the 3-point shot. Connaughton's got his second basket of the night.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him. Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Here's Connaughton. He's got 6. Shot by Joseph. No good. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Connaughton. Nailed from 3-point land. Connaughton's got 9.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Toronto, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Harris outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Joseph. Rozier defending. Connaughton off on that one. And fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Raptors trailed by 10. Out left of the wing. Over in the corner, Isaac. Pass to Joseph. Back to Connaughton. But they get it back. To the left side wing. He's off on that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host them.
Oh, wow. Watch your head.
It's a beautiful jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. They get the rebound. Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Connaughton. 3 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. And it's off from 3-point range. There's the lob for Harris. He doesn't hit that one.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Raptors trailed by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Now, here is O'Neal. To the wing right side. Pass to Connaughton. And here is Joseph. Inside. Here's Len. That one goes in.
And Isaac has proven to be more than capable with his mid-range jump shot. He keeps it up high in the air so the defense doesn't really have a chance to disrupt his rhythm.
So Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson, those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
And stolen by Drummond. Here's Paul. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Len. Back to Connaughton. To the right side. Here's O'Neal. Here's Connaughton. From outside the arc. No good. Shot missing.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
A drive by Barnes. And he converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Down low. Len. Jackson comes over with the double.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Got to give credit to Barnes there. Masterful job collecting speed on the drive and punching it through the basket.
To the left wing. Out to the right wing. Jackson comes over with the double. Pass to Len. Stolen by Jackson. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. Barnes taking flight there. Just a breathtaking player to watch with insane leaping ability.
Pass to Connaughton. They could use a bucket. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chris Paul.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Booker outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Out to the right wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he hits the jump shot.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
Al Paul. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way.